September 9th, 2017, 11:27 p.m. The Crowne Plaza Hotel, Rosemont, Illinois. The elevators ding open, spilling young partygoers into the 9th floor. Music thumps from a crowded hotel room, the bass rattling against thin walls. A Facebook live stream flickers to life. Faces appear and vanish in the glare of the phone camera. Smoke curls upward, bottles clink, laughter and arguments overlap. Among the crowd is Kenneka Jenkins, just 19 years old. She isn't loud, she isn't the center of attention. She's shy, reserved, someone who usually preferred staying close to her mother. Tonight is supposed to be different. A celebration. A night to loosen up. Her friends are excited, filming everything, showing off for social media. But the footage is unsettling in hindsight. In one clip, Kenneka appears briefly, her smile small, her movements already sluggish. A voice in the background mutters, "She good." Another laughs it off. September 10th, 2017, 12:04 a.m. Another live stream begins. A girl in sunglasses raps along to the music, but in the background, a muffled sound cuts through. The faint voice of a girl, slurred, struggling. Internet sleuths will later freeze frame, replay, and analyze these moments endlessly, convinced they hear someone saying, "Help me." Whether real or imagined, the sense of unease is undeniable. 12:36 a.m. Kenneka tells her friends she wants to leave. She's too drunk, she says. She wants her keys, her phone. But somehow, she doesn't get them. The details blur, stories conflict. Later, her friends admit they had her belongings. Why didn't they just let her go home? Why did they leave her wandering the hallways alone? 1:13 a.m. Surveillance cameras in the lobby catch her. Her head bobs, her arms dangle loosely as she stumbles forward, bumping into walls. She pauses, steadying herself on a railing, then lurches toward the elevators. The hotel staff pass by, glancing, then looking away. No one intervenes. To them, she's just another intoxicated guest. 1:24 a.m. She drifts into a restricted hallway. Her sneakers squeak on the tile as she veers left, then right, disoriented. She presses her palms against the walls, leaving faint smudges. Her denim jacket slips from her shoulders, but she doesn't stop to fix it. 1:31 a.m. A camera captures her final known moments. Kenneka pushes through a metal door into the hotel kitchen. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead. The room is empty, industrial, sinks, stainless steel counters, silence. She stumbles forward, almost falling. She disappears around a corner. And then, nothing. Her phone stops ringing. Her friends, realizing she is gone, panic. But instead of calling police, they gather her belongings and drive her mother's car back without her. By 3 a.m., Teresa Martin, Kenneka's mother, gets the call no parent ever wants: "We can't find Kenneka." September 10th, 2017, 4:15 a.m. Teresa races to the Crowne Plaza Hotel. Still in her slippers, hair tied back, her heart pounding, she storms to the front desk. "My daughter is missing. She's here. I need you to check the cameras." The staff are indifferent, mechanical. They tell her to wait, to file a report, to let police handle it. But Teresa knows. Something is wrong. She pleads, her voice breaking. She's not the type to just leave. She doesn't have her keys, her car. She's here, somewhere in this building. 5:30 a.m. With no help from staff, Teresa begins her own search. She and relatives knock on doors, call out her name in stairwells, scour the parking lot with phone flashlights. Other guests peek out from their rooms, startled by the commotion. The hotel security stands back, detached. By noon, exhaustion sets in. Still no Kenneka. Still no help. Teresa begs again, "Check the cameras." But the request is denied. Hours tick by. Her panic grows into rage. September 10th, 2017, 12:48 a.m. Almost 24 hours after Kenneka was last seen on camera, the hotel finally reviews the footage. They follow her stumbling path, lobby, hallways, service corridors, until the screen freezes on the moment she enters the kitchen. But what happened after? 1 a.m. A hotel employee, guided by the footage, walks into the kitchen. He pulls open the heavy door of a walk-in freezer. A blast of freezing mist pours out. On the floor, he sees her. Kenneka, curled in the corner, her skin pale, her body rigid from the cold. Her denim jacket bunched beneath her, as though she tried to cushion herself before collapsing. 19 years old. Frozen. Alone. The medical examiner later rules her death accidental. Hypothermia, aggravated by alcohol and a seizure medication in her system. But to her mother, to her friends, to thousands who followed every update online, the explanation feels incomplete. Why was she allowed to wander for hours? Why were the cameras not checked immediately? Why were her friends' stories inconsistent? By the time news of her death spreads, it's too late to contain the storm. Facebook videos are dissected frame by frame. Conspiracy theories ignite. People claim voices were silenced, footage altered, witnesses hidden. For many, Kenneka Jenkins' death becomes more than a case. It becomes a movement. A haunting question lingers. Did she truly walk into that freezer alone? Or was there more hidden in the shadows of the Crown Plaza? September 10th, 2017, 1:05 a.m. The walk-in freezer stands in silence, its door hanging open, condensation fogging the edges. A forensic officer crouches, his gloved hands trembling slightly as he documents the scene. The light from his camera flash bounces against the metallic walls, revealing the outline of Kenneka Jenkins, frozen in place, her face half-turned as though she had been searching for a way out. A senior detective mutters under his breath, "This doesn't look like an accident." His partner shakes his head, noting the absence of bruises or defensive wounds. Still, something about the sheer violence of silence in that freezer unsettles them. 2:30 a.m. Teresa Martin, pacing in the hotel lobby for nearly 12 hours, finally hears the words no mother should ever hear. "We found her. She was in the freezer." Her screams pierce the air. She collapses onto the carpet, clawing at the ground, wailing for her daughter. Hotel staff avert their eyes. Guests whisper in shock. Officers gently lift her, but Teresa's grief is a storm they cannot contain. Morning brings the headlines. Teen found dead in freezer. By sunrise, social media is ablaze. Kenneka's final hours are dissected by strangers scrolling through screenshots, freezing frames of surveillance footage, zooming into reflections on sunglasses from the party livestream. The world has just met Kenneka, and they demand answers. September 11th, 2017, 10:45 a.m. Crowds begin to form outside the Crown Plaza Hotel in Rosemorn. The chant starts softly, "Justice for Kenneka." Then louder, louder still, until the hotel's glass windows reverberate with sound. Some carry candles, others raise signs reading, "Where's the truth?" Teresa Martin, drained but unbroken, takes the megaphone. Her voice cracks, but her message is steady. "My daughter didn't walk into that freezer on her own. Somebody put her there." The case now lives in two parallel worlds. In one, the official investigation, detectives review footage, test for toxins, and prepare their reports. In the other, the digital sphere, tens of thousands of online sleuths analyze every detail. A Facebook live stream from the party is played on loop. Some swear they hear muffled screams. Others say they see Kenneka's reflection in a mirror, her cries drowned out by music. YouTube videos rack up millions of views. Hashtags like #JusticeForKenneka trend nationwide. September 15th, 2017, 4:20 p.m. The coroner releases preliminary findings. Kenneka had a blood alcohol level of 0.112 and traces of topiramate, a prescription drug, in her system. Together, the combination could impair her motor skills and body temperature regulation. The official cause of death, accidental hypothermia. But the ruling doesn't silence questions, it ignites them. Online forums explode. If it was an accident, why did it take over 24 hours to find her? Why didn't hotel staff check the freezer sooner? How did she end up alone, separated from friends who had her phone and keys? October 6th, 2017, 2 p.m. Police released the CCTV footage. The images are haunting. Kenneka stumbling through corridors, veering into hallways, pressing her hand against walls to steady herself. At 3:27 a.m., she enters the hotel kitchen, empty, cold, sterile. She disappears from view into the space where the freezer waits. Instead of ending speculation, the footage births new conspiracies. Viewers claim edits are obvious, that frames are missing. Some insist they see shadows of other figures guiding her. Forensic experts defend the footage, but distrust runs too deep. To the public, the videos feel less like evidence and more like a cover-up. October 20th, 2017, 8:10 p.m. A march winds through downtown Chicago. Protesters block streets, holding candles and chanting Kenneka's name. Teresa walks at the front, clutching her daughter's photograph. Tears streak her face, but her voice is resolute. This isn't just about my baby. This is about every child the system fails. They didn't listen when I begged them to search. They ignored me. Now I will not be ignored. By winter, the friends who were with Kenneka are under siege. Their conflicting statements fuel suspicion. One claims she went to the bathroom and left Kenneka in the hallway. Another says she lent Kenneka her phone. Another admits to being too intoxicated to remember details. Social media turns vicious, accusing them of betrayal, of negligence, even of complicity. Death threats flood their inboxes. None are charged, but the damage to their lives is permanent. December 18th, 2018, 9 a.m. Teresa files a $50 million lawsuit against the Crowne Plaza Hotel, arguing negligence. She claims the hotel failed to secure restricted areas and ignored early pleas to search the property. The case draws national headlines, but in 2020, the lawsuit is dismissed. Still, Teresa refuses to stop fighting. Her daughter's name stays in headlines, etched into the fabric of Chicago's true crime history. Even now, years later, Kenneka Jenkins remains a digital ghost. The footage circulates endlessly. Her final moments replayed millions of times. Comment sections still buzz with theories, accusations, and unanswered questions. The tragedy lives at the crossroads of fact and faith, evidence and distrust. Was it truly an accident? Or did the truth freeze with her, behind that heavy steel door? What's undeniable is the heartbreak. A young woman stumbling alone through sterile hotel hallways. A mother screaming into the night for help that never came. A community rallying, demanding answers. September 9th, 2017 began as just another night out. By September 10th, 2017, it had become a story of loss, suspicion, and a haunting mystery that still chills the nation.